What do you need to have to open a business bank account? My name is Sam Bryant, and I'm an attorney that helps build and protect Florida businesses. So I like to focus a lot of my content around bank accounts for businesses, primarily because when you start a business, one of your primary reasons of doing so is liability protection. And establishing a business bank account for your business goes a long way into taking advantage of that protection. So if you've started a business already, your next step should be to open up your own business bank account. And in order to do that, you're going to need a couple of things. I'm pretty sure you already have a personal bank account. So a business bank account, at least the process of opening it up, is not that different from a personal bank account, but you do need a couple of extra documents. So in addition to the basic documents like your identification, and the standard corporate documents that the bank gives you, specifically for a business bank account, one thing you're going to need is an EIN. So an EIN or a tax ID is it's like a social security number for a business. You apply you apply with it through the IRS, and it's assigned to your business. This is very important because this allows the business bank account to be in the name of the business and not in your own personal name. And again, this goes a long way into establishing that liability protection that comes with starting your own business. So that's the first thing you need is the EIN. The second thing that you're going to need is the organizational documents for the business. So specifically, if you have an LLC, it's going to be your articles of incorporation or articles of organization. If you have a corporation, it's going to be the articles of incorporation. Some banks may ask for additional organizational documents outside of that, but primarily you're looking at the documents that were filed with the state. In our case, would be the state of Florida, and state of Florida, it's also known as SunBiz. So the documents that you've either e-filed or mailed into the state are going to be the documents that the bank needs. Sometimes, depending on the bank, they may actually look on SunBiz themselves and download the documents, but it's always safe for you to have those in your hand when you're opening up your business bank account. So you have your EIN and you have your organizational documents. One thing that you may need, and this only applies to businesses that are not in an individual name. So if you have a business, let's just say I want to open up an LLC for real estate. So I have a holding company, and the holding company is owned by another company. So if I open up a business bank account in the name of the holding company, the bank is going to need additional documentation because they need to verify who who the individual is going to be that's going to be authorized to open the account. So in that scenario, you're going to need a there are internal documents that authorize a particular individual to operate the account in the business's name. So in a nutshell, for every business bank account, you're going to need an EIN and you're going to need the organizational documents of the business to open up the account, in addition to identification. In the case of a business that is owned by another business, you're going to need internal documents that authorize a particular individual to operate the account. It's best to get a business attorney to draft those documents for you so that you can make sure that they're drafted correctly. But that's what you're going to need. And of course, if you have a business partner, you're going to want their identification and their name on the account as well. So I hope you found a lot of value in that video. If you did, I have a Facebook group that I started recently. It's called Building and Protecting Florida Businesses. Feel free to join the group. It's a public group, and I upload content and helpful information in that group on a daily basis. So again, if you find that video helpful, or if you have any questions about opening up a business bank account and you want the assistance of an attorney, feel free to reach out to me. I'm available. And again, our Facebook group is Building and Protecting Florida Businesses. All right, well, that's all I got for you, and we'll talk soon.